Hey folks, Turbine Guy coming back at you on day 83 of the Seanote saga, and it appears that there's been a break in the case, if that's how we want to put it. Spring Park has had a change of mind, has reversed their opinion, has capitulated. I'm not sure how you want to put it, but when we read this letter here, we're going to find out that the Seanote actually does have a home to go to. Spring Park, March 3rd, 2022. The city of Spring Park is amenable to the relocation of the Seanote from the Spring Park public launch at 4444 Shoreline Drive. The subject property is zoned C1, which allows for boat repair and storage. This action is subject to the following conditions. The boat cannot be stored on the property in any designated parking area. The city will be notified when there's a date and time to move the boat, so the police department and water patrol are aware of any traffic issues. This notification will occur at least 24 hours prior to the relocation. In the interest of public safety, the boat will not be accessible to any member of the general public. This can be achieved by suitable barriers or shrink wrapping the boat to ensure no access other than the owner or his designee. James Brinmeyer, Interim Administrator. Well, there we have it. Spring Park has come across. Spring Park appears to be doing the right thing. And Spring Park has acknowledged a couple of things, which the Turbine Guy noted in a previous video. E78, Spring Park wrongly denies the Seanote a home. In that video, we specifically pointed out, as this letter states, that the subject property is zoned C1, which allows for the boat repair and storage. This is key because this allows this type of activity to happen there without any special circumstances, conditional use permits, or anything being adopted. Now, as we look further through the letter, the boat cannot be stored in any parking area. City will be notified, sure. But here at the end, I can understand this requirement, even though it does go beyond the scope of the ordinances. The boat will not be accessible to any member of the general public. With all the notoriety that's gone on, who knows if some kids want to come by and cause an issue or two or whatever. So it's certainly understandable that they would want that kind of protection for safety's sake. I also think that the Day 79 video, when we've got Spring Park Councilman Hoffman speaking out against Hennepin County Attorney Mike Freeman, was something that the lawyers for Spring Park and the Spring Park Council had to seriously consider. Now, I did get an email from Mr. Hoffman stating that he actually misspoke and that he meant to say defendant when he said plaintiff, which is quite interesting. But maybe just even what he did by saying plaintiff and us getting the video out, that gave the lawyers, Frederickson and Byron, combined with the statute, enough to kind of work with Spring Park to help them understand that in their long-term interest, fighting this was a losing battle for the city of Spring Park. So great news. Frederickson and Byron had come across and obtained this letter and satisfied half of the requirements needed for Judge Moore in order to get the Seanote moved by Paul to its destination. Good news for the Seanote, good news for the defendants, good news for Frederickson and Byron, and I think, the Turbine Guy thinks, good news for the community. Turbine Guy, signing off.